Once again, I would like to give a big shout out to Don Ako. This is a great content creator that publishes motivational quotes. I would like you to go straight to his page and follow him on Facebook, follow him on all social media, and be part of his group in order for you to get great motivational quotes. Today, I will bring you more possible questions during your visa interview if you are going for a tourist visa. The first one is, where are you going to? I've already stated it before about this question. Where are you going to? Your travel plan is so important. In case you are not going for an interview, your travel plan is able to cover this question. Where are you going to? In order for you to be able to explain clearly where you will be going to. For how long and when are you traveling? It's really important for you to explain, as I've said before, how long you'll be staying in that country. As I've said before, if you are having 1,000 euros, it's not possible for you to say you are going to a particular country for a tourist visa for 3 months or 1 month or 3 weeks. It will not be possible. The money will not be sufficient. So it's very important for you to be able to state according to the amount you have, calculating how many days you'll be spending and how much you are having for that trip. State when you'll be traveling. Even on the visa application, you'll be stating it. And during the interview, in case you're having an interview, be able to state exactly what you wrote on the visa application. Make sure things are rhyming. So you not be saying you are going on the 10th of August on your visa application, and during the interview, you are saying you are going on the 20th of August. That's already a red flag, and it's showing that you are not a truthful person. Who are you going with? If you are going with your wife, it's so important for you to say yes, you are married and you are going with your wife. And you have children also, but they are not going with you. So just explain clearly. So they will know that you have children. It's because it's a plus that you are not going with your children. And it's also good if you are going with your entire family. State that you are married and you are going with your children and you are going with your spouse also. You are going as a family. But just be brief about that, putting those statements together. Because in some embassies, they don't ask much questions. They just want you to explain everything together. So know what to say at the right time. Who is going with you? I'm going with my wife and my kids are staying behind because we'll be going for a brief vacation. Or I'm going as a family and my business will be handled by Mr. ABC. Who is sponsoring you? This is a tourist visa. You have to be sponsoring yourself or your spouse sponsoring you, because this is something serious. Tourism is for a short period of time. As I've already explained, a tourist visa is a short stay visa. It actually means that you are going for a short period of time and you are coming back to your country. So if you are saying you are sponsoring yourself, it's very important for them to see evidences how you'll be able to sponsor yourself. If you are a worker, how much do you earn? You cannot be earning $500 monthly and then you want to go and sponsor yourself for a trip of 2 weeks and so on and so forth. Or you getting $200 monthly and you want to go for a vacation. It shows that you are not earning as much as you're supposed to earn for leaving your country. They will be convinced that you want to run out of the country because you are not doing well in your country. So you are not going for a tourist trip. You are not going for a short stay, but you are running away from the country. How much do you earn? It's very important for you to put those details together for most interviews. Even if you are not asked how much you are earning, just kindly state who is sponsoring you. If you are the one sponsoring yourself, how much you earn, and so on and so forth. Everything about your financial situation, make sure you state them once together. Don't wait for people to ask you questions. Because after answering that question, who is sponsoring you, you might not be asked other questions and they might not be convinced because you couldn't explain further and you couldn't explain clearly about who your sponsor is, what you do, how you'll be able to maintain yourself when you leave the country. So when they ask you who is sponsoring you, make sure you have your statement, your bank statement of account. Make sure you have evidences saying you are the one sponsoring yourself. You handle so and so business, or you work at so and so place and you earn so and so place, so you are the one sponsoring yourself. You are just explaining clearly and briefly about your financial situation. Don't wait for them to ask you. They might not ask you, and that might lead to a final denial of your visa request. But when they ask you, what do you do? It's very important for you to join them together already, as I've said before. Explain your position and your task. If it's your company, explain what your company does, and what is your position at the company. Explain and expatiate briefly without talking too much. Explain briefly and clearly about everything that concerns your sponsorship, how much you earn, what you do, and so on and so forth, without you waiting for people to ask you those questions. If you are married, answer yes, and answer how long you are married at the same time. If you have kids, answer the number of kids. Answer their ages also if they are not there with you. If they are there with you, you can point at them and say, this is my first child, this is my second child, this is their ages, and so on. They are traveling with you. You are married for 3 years. Yes, you are married for 3 years. This is my wife, Angela, and these are my kids. It's so important for you to just state things clearly without you waiting for people to ask you too much questions. So try to look at category of questions in order for you to be able to answer them briefly. Don't say some things that you might not be asked, because those things might lead to a denial or a negative outcome of your visa application. Your body language is so important for you to be relaxed, for you to be confident, for you to be smiling, for you to show that you are really saying what you are saying, for you to be really sure that you are saying the things you are saying are authentic and they are not forged things. To avoid that, you are memorizing things and just saying them. Avoid showing them that you have memorized those things and you are just saying them. Make it look like those things are part of your life. Those things are part of you while explaining them to the visa officer. Right from the beginning of your interview, make sure you are relaxed. Make sure you are confident. Make sure you smile. Make sure you also wait for questions and don't go and answer what you'll be going there to do while they're asking you how long will you be spending there. There's no need for you to answer both questions at the same time. And also put questions together, as I've already told you. Make sure you answer questions that belong to the same category for some purposes. Thank you for listening to me. I wish you all the best in this your application. Prepare yourself. Don't study don't study and don't prepare yourself halfway. Make sure you prepare yourself completely. Interview yourself. Prepare yourself. Check your documents. Check everything about yourself before you go for your application. Don't rush for your application. Prepare yourself ahead and be sure everything is in order. All written notes are in order. All dates are matching. There is not like you say you are going on the 10th of August and you are coming back on the 20th of July. That is already an error. Make sure you look at all figures, all spellings, all information, all details, so that everything will be looking as authentic as possible. Thank you for listening to me. I wish you all the best for your next application. Subscribe, follow my channel, click on the follow button in order for you to be part of this page. Ask any question if you have any question to ask. If you are confused, ask me any question under this comment section or send me an email or find a way to contact me. I'll be bringing you other more important tips. Thank you for watching. Bye.